edits, the edits. Hi guys. Hi. Ruth is my name over here.
Yeah, and I'm Phyllis.
And welcome to the edits. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow.
Welcome to our talk.
Yeah, and in this talk, it's about we are editing.
Yeah.
Imagine. We are editing stuff on gender. We just want to understand ourselves and also understand our audience, and also help actually to understand this whole concept on gender. And trust me, it's been a journey of thinking about it.
Yeah.
And just looking back, I think one of the things that we would love to start with in our intro video, we'd want to really talk about what was our inspiration behind the edits, because technically it's not something that we were like ati lazima tukama up like it. It's major, it's a journey, it's been a journey, and just us deciding it's time actually to start up this thing and just have it rolling, and let's just discuss and learn about gender. So maybe we can start with Phyllis and just get to know you. What was the inspiration when you talk about the edits and gender and all? It's a lot.
Gender is a lot, and my major motivation is that I've lived a life where I've experienced a lot of maybe discrimination in terms of why I am a woman, or in terms of me being a girl. So I'm sure also that there are people like me out there who have gone through these things and they're not able to voice, or rather they like different advices on how to voice what they feel or what they have gone through, on how they want to heal about this discrimination they have been through by being just a girl or a female, or rather maybe a male. It's either way.
And it's just to add on that, I'm just thinking of different areas where we've really grown in, and different aspects we've gotten to learn in our lives, in terms of us understanding gender in a given way. I don't know, when you hear about gender equality, what would you think about?
Yeah, most of the times, like, people come up with, when they hear about gender, is majorly female.
Since you wanted to call gender equality female. But well, as in just learning and growing and understanding gender is just about that aspect, you male, female, whoever, it's that aspect. And when you're talking about gender, we're not just bringing out the aspects of us female. We're not also bringing out the aspects of the males. We want to actually understand this whole world. We want you guys, and we welcome you to a world of just understanding this world of gender in terms of male, female, husband, wife, who is the other part, niece, nephew, and just us getting to understand each other and learning from one another, and looking at different aspects in different ways. I believe in the African culture, we more or less have our own way of living, and we have our culture that more or less guide us, and you're like, as a female, you have to cook. Some of those aspects, I am not saying everyone has to cook.
Don't get me wrong. Discuss about them.
But those norms that actually our parents got to bring us up, understanding some of these concepts. You have to be submissive and all that. And as a man, you have to be strong for the family,
provide all those things, the ones that you guys are thinking about.
Yes, I know, right?
Like
they have to be strong for their family.
They
have to work hard.
They have to bring everything that the family needs. They are the ones to go out with the cows, such things, maybe in those times, or maybe even nowadays.
But funny thing, I'm surprised, actually in the Maasai culture, the female actually these days are the ones who probably go and graze and all that.
But you have said these days.
Yeah, maybe a while back it was maybe because of security. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know.
So now that you've said security, we believe that men are the ones who provide security.
Yeah.
Do they really
provide security?
Yeah.
Do they?
Do they?
That's a good
yeah.
So just discussing those aspects, I think it will be amazing.
Yeah.
Learning from one another. We are not coming here as the know-it-all
the
kind
pros.
of,
no, we are also learning and we need to hear from you guys the experiences. We also ask our friends, people who are close, our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, what are their perspective, or what topics that they will discuss about when it comes to gender, everything about it.
Yeah, and as we were talking, I was just thinking about bringing out even the aspects of gender roles. Like, I know it's a space that we really don't want to talk about. Like, in our and as we said, as we were being brought up, more or less specific roles were made for specific gender. So is it something that we are comfortable now talking about? And we will actually also bring in guests who are going to help us actually also come up with some of the aspects that we've always thought that life is, always this way, but just professionals who can help us understand how best to actually live this life. It's life is good. And so I believe we should actually live it to a very best. You being a man, you being a woman, no, we don't have to really stress one another on whatever gender things. Those are, we are using too much right now to stress ourselves on gender.
And maybe you as a married person, like, what are you acquitted with doing? Maybe you were supposed to come from work as a female, cook, do everything like supposed to be done in the house, and the man is supposed to just come in the house and sit and wait for you, and like maybe both of you have been work as well. So we like to maybe know how that goes, dividing those things, or how is it taken from different couples, how they do it. Yes.
Yeah, and it would be amazing to actually hear people, probably actually the people who are really doing well in terms of such, and the people who already know, my husband is gonna cook, I'm gonna do this, there's some people already know my wife is gonna do this, and my man is gonna do this, and that would be amazing to actually hear the different scenarios where we are what we are acquainted to as we live together. That would be amazing to hear.
And then we as females, they're saying that we are too much.
We're too much.
Like, is it like do we have like a lot of emotions towards some things, or is it because of our biological how do I call it,
hormones?
Yes, that make us, or do we ask for too much? Or when we say like gender equity, when we ask like gender equity, what do we really mean? Like, do we want like maybe to cook 50-50, to maybe do shopping 50-50? What does that mean, like, in reality?
As you were talking, I'm thinking of, sorry for cutting you short, but this person who just told me, what's truth? Because you guys are really into, femininity, rights, we will just give you, we will give you those two small things that you want, and us will continue the big things. And I just started and I was like, oh my goodness. I know the small things matter, for sure they do. But these guys, as we talk about that as women, I think they've already read our mind. And so what is all that, what that's based on, especially when we're talking about us getting to know, is it 50-50, is it all that,
or do we have double standards when it comes to gender equity? Like, we need men to do this for us, but we don't necessarily do it for them. Like, how like we can say, you are doing this and this, you know, I'm not supposed to cook all the time, you're also supposed to help, but when it comes maybe to lifting things, you are not there, you can't lift, you know.
I can't lift things. Why are you saying I should lift things?
No, I'm just saying, is it do we have double standard when it comes to gender equity? No, like we are not able to do certain things, but we force male to also do things that they can't do, you know. Because most of the people are just complaining about that. Yes,
I totally agree. Thinking about it,
it's very true. Do it, because I was watching a certain show, and then there was this girl who was like, it's a reality show. There was this girl who was telling the boyfriend that, you know, you are flirting too much. I don't like this. But when it comes to her talking to the male partner, then it's not a problem about it. Like, you know, me, I'll just come back. You know, is that double standards? You know?
I totally agree. Let's hear from you guys. Actually, I think that's a really good one to think about. And even as we prepare, let's just hear from you. Do we actually have double standards? Do you have double standards when it comes to gender roles, whereby we think they should do all that, and yet we actually feel we can't do?
We can't do what they can do to us.
Yeah, so true. That's really, you know. I was also thinking about some of the other aspects that probably would want to bring out. Like the body positivity aspect, which is something that I know it's been in the limelight. Like,
by body positivity, what do you mean? But I know, like, there are people who are not understanding.
Like, I'm just thinking, as Ruth, as much as I am a lady, the funny thing is, you know, people, you think about body positivity and you think of I think different aspects, but I think as Ruth, what is that one thing that probably I feel insecure about, and I don't want to talk about it, even in terms of my body, but actually it's such a strong what do they say it, maybe every time I think about myself, that's one thing that really comes out very strong, and it brings out all the weaknesses in me and all that. But really getting to a point of accepting the us, be it a man, because I believe there's just that thing, you know, like, hey,
it's not sitting right
with me. So how do we actually also talk about it and actually get to a point of like, you know what, I'm comfortable, it's okay. I know it's hard to actually get there because it's a journey, but just getting to that point of like, it's okay, actually it's okay. It's okay for me to have, you know, I don't want to bring that because we will talk about it.
And then then the next thing that maybe we are going to talk about is gender, viewing it in terms of race. How does gender come out in terms of different races? How does it come out in different classes and different geographical locations? You know, how do those roles come out in different places? How do they view it? People go to different places and they're like, these are culture shock, you know, because they find that the roles that they're used to do as a man is not the roles that they will find in that specific places. So we'll discuss about that.
Very true. Very true. I think there's always a culture shock. When even from our friends when they move abroad, there's always a culture shock for them because they're so used to us, especially in Kenya, and they're already to the surrounding and how we act and how we're supposed to behave.
Then the thing is, I had some friend of mine who was like asking, why should I give female money? You know, the way, like, maybe let me say, as Kenyans we are used to like the man giving maybe a fellow lady some money to maybe go shopping, maybe do their hair. So there's this guy who was just asking, why should I give a female money? Why? You know, that is also different ways in which they view that type of aspect, you know.
It's very true. Because actually I think when it comes to that, I believe probably it comes from either from a personal perspective or from a point of people are really in first world. They're working, men. Both of them working so hard and working and maybe getting paid well. Okay, it's not been there, but well, this is something probably I believe, and maybe that's the aspect that probably comes out. But I believe there are still men that really treat women out there.
They are, but you'll be surprised that this treatment that you see online, it's 50-50, you know.
Yeah, maybe
you may think that.
Share with us.
Yes,
Let us know your Let's not make an assumption from this end. We're all learning. Yeah, let's learn together. Let's just learn together.
Yeah, we don't know your cultures. We really need to know your cultures. What goes around your different genders, a male or female, or whatever you identify yourself as.
Yeah, and I'm also thinking about it's such a safe space. I think for us that's something we really put out there. It's a safe space. If even probably you'd want to reach out for a professional, let's say a therapist or something, it's a safe space. So we know that you're a therapist, but of course we can be able to refer you if probably feel you're in a crisis and all that. But let's express ourselves. Let's learn from one another. I think the edits, it's all about us either appreciating who we are or rather just getting to maybe correct some of the things that probably we've been brought up with and getting to know. And not that we are really hating our norms and culture. We actually love our culture so much. And but get to appreciate different cultures. Oh my goodness, we have such a beautiful culture.
And there are norms that are also good. We promote them like to enable us go ahead and
extremely. So it's such a safe space, and guys, just feel free, comment, subscribe. Let's learn. Bring in the topics that you probably want us to bring in. What would you want us to discuss? Tell us. This just in the kuguzia and all that. This is just kuguzia. You're just on the what, like uko juju, you're scratching the what?
The surface.
Scratching the surface and just let's learn together. Let's just learn
then
together.
We'll also talk about the issue of how is it called, the gender violence.
We'll
give you stories. I know there are people who are suffering out there. They don't know what to do because they are stuck in that moment. Maybe we'll have professionals in that field who will be a guidance to such a topic. We'll also maybe bring first-hand stories to people who are also going through the same, and they will be able to be encouraging factors in the people who want to listen to us.
And just before we wind up, I think something else that just came into my mind is should I just say it or should it be a surprise? Anyway, let me just say it. So I was just thinking about women in their reproductive age. What do we feel about that? What do you feel when you're in that space of you're giving birth? Do you feel you actually lose a lot when it comes to your profession? Do you feel you actually lose a lot when it comes maybe to your education? Does a man feel the reproductive space of a woman? Does it affect him? You get me? Because at times you may assume it only affects the woman.
But also maybe it may be affecting male as well. We don't know.
It will be good to know.
It will be good
to
really
know. Be good to know. Like if you're in that space of like you have like for being like 3 kids and something. Those around it probably they have a gap of like 2 years. Those around more or less. Let's take it around 9 years of you bringing up these kids before they actually all go to school. So I'm just thinking. And most of the time you're thinking, okay, it's the woman amebaki nyuma, maybe probably for a master's would be hard and all that. Maybe professionally anakosa ka promotion kwa sababu hajafanya nini. So does it also affect you as a man? I think that's something we would want to know and really appreciate.
Let's edit that subject as well.
And learn.
And there's also this thing that I spoke to someone and they're saying that they feel like they were just married to make their husbands' lives comfortable.
How?
Like someone was just married. It's just someone was just complaining to me, so I did not understand how like it's a question that she poses. Like, you know, I feel like this like I was married to make this person's life comfortable in terms of in terms of like he just comes home, you know, he gets everything ready, he knows that the house is secure, you know, like the kids are taken care of. Is it really, is it the in thing, is it the thing, is it a thing about it? We'd like to know like about that as well.
Wow, actually that's a unique one. Actually,
ladies, do you feel like you're married to make your husband's lives comfortable? And yours maybe comfortable in terms of like he's getting promotions, he's getting a lot of things going ahead in his life, and you are just there in the house making everything convenient for him. Is it really the thing?
Well, that would be amazing to hear about. I think we should not empty everything that we'll be covering. So stay tuned guys, because it's gonna be lit. And guys, it's just conversation, it's just experiences, it's just learning. If you're from abroad, let's just hear from, you know, any other continent,
what happens.
Let's hear from you guys, you know, because probably we are so used to like our setup. We really want to understand other setups. How are these things done, you know? How do you feel about this whole aspect, or all those aspects actually we've talked about? So keep your comments coming, we really appreciate. And the next episode must be very lit.
It must be. This is just an introduction of what we are going to discuss about, and we welcome you all.